day, my dear colleagues. I'm Mahran Chatiba. I work as a teacher at school number 179. Today I'm going to present my short-term plan. The theme of the lesson is cities and countries, model 1, home and away. Here the main of them is learning objectives, which I have taken from course plan for 5th grade. First one is use prepositions to talk about time and location. Use prepositions of direction on a limited range of familiar and curricular topics. Ask simple questions to get information about a limited range of general topics. Understand with little support specific information and detail in short. Simple texts on a limited range of general and curricular topics. Write with support a sequence of short sentences in a paragraph on a limited range of familiar general topics. The last one is lesson objectives, which I have chosen based on learning objectives. Here, learners will able to memorize prepositions to talk about places and directions. Then respond simple questions to define places of objectives. Memorize specific information and identify true sentences about London Eye. The last one is create a short text about their country. Next one, assessment criteria. As I know, assessment criteria links to tasks which connected with learning objectives. So assessment criteria are demonstrate the correct use of prepositions of time, location and direction, make up basic interrogative sentences and get information about the topic. Last one is identify details in a text with a little support. Write short sentences on a familiar topics. My value links and previous learning are regarding to the theme of my lesson. How I use active learning methods. For the first task, I used the method questionnaire. In this task, I'll demonstrate the picture on the active board. Then I'll ask them some questions. Learners have to answer to these questions. And from this method, learners learn to speak accurately and learners learn to transfer their ideas freely. So why I have chosen this method? It develops learners' cognitive skills. It increases thinking skills. It learns to be attentively when they answer and it improves their listening skills. For the second activity, I use the method skim reading. In this task, I'll show them video and then I'll give them text. According to this video and text, learners have to identify true-false sentences. And from this method, learners learn to be more attentively and to read quickly. And why I have chosen this method? Because it develops learning thinking skills and it improves their reading skills. Also, it learns to distinguish true-false sentences. Okay, how I differentiated my learners. My second task differentiated by my learners' skills and abilities. For differentiation, I have chosen the second task. Here the following instruction. I differentiated my learners by their response and results. Here all learners understand the meaning of the text and identify true-false sentences. Most learners define true-false sentences correctly and make sentences with phrases. Also, some learners discuss in pairs and create a short text about their country. Formative assessment. According to this assessment criteria, we will do the following activities. For the first activity, I'll use the strategy of SAMBAS. And I'll assess my learners according to this descriptor, and I'll check their understanding by showing them the picture of SAMBAS on the active board, and they have to choose. After that, I'll identify their knowledge of knowing of this task. Second, for the second activity, I'll use the strategy of smiles. part of each task, I'll give them some smiles, and at the end, my learners count the smiles, and I'll identify their knowledge of knowing tasks. At the end, I reflect my learners using percentage. Then learners have to choose one of them between 50 to 100, and with this help of strategy, I'll know their knowledge. So I want to finish my presentation with micro-teaching. You know that micro-teaching is a significant teaching training. However, it affected in my lesson, and it complemented with new innovative methods and strategies. I understood how to organize lesson objectives, learning objectives, and assessment criteria. The most important thing that I have learned during the micro-teaching from my colleagues, from my trainer, is how to make a correct descriptor and how to give correct feedback. So in the future, I will follow instruction of the updated program, and my future aim to organize the lesson properly according to the subject program. Thank you very much.
Молодец.